I'm quite a big fan of the Disney Peaceful Guitar series, so I thought it was about time that I checked out the piano series because I love piano instrumental versions of some of my favorite Disney songs. And I thought I'd start off with Disney Piano Happy because who doesn't want to be happy? And the song selection is incredible. Obviously, the pianist skills are amazing. As with the guitar versions, I have no idea who is playing these songs. I just cannot seem to locate that information. So if you do know who the pianist is, or pianists, if there are multiple, please let me know. I would love to be able to give them credit and just tell them how amazing they are, because these really fill me with so much joy. So I'm not really critiquing the quality because the quality is superb. With some of the Disney guitars, there are a couple of versions that I thought didn't lend themselves too well to acoustic guitar for what I like, for what I'm looking for with those songs. But with this one, every song was absolutely beautiful. There are 9 tracks on this. I listened to it on Amazon Music. And it starts us off with the bare necessities, which is stunning. There are actually a couple of Jungle Book songs on here, which is interesting because usually these albums will only have kind of one song from each film, but it's absolutely not a problem. The second one is one of my favourites, and I don't think I'd ever actually heard this as a piano instrumental, and that's Hakuna Matata from The Lion King, of course. I love this version. It is a little bit more gentle. It's not quite as up-tempo as the film version, which is what I was expecting, of course, and it's just stunning. We then have A Spoonful of Sugar. Mary Poppins is my favourite Disney, so this is one that I've heard as a piano instrumental before, but it's absolutely beautiful. But Mickey Mouse Club March I had not heard as a piano, and it's beautiful. I love this song. I think it's so underrated. Obviously, a lot of people love this song, but when somebody is asked to name their favourite Disney song, this one rarely features in my experience, and I love it. And I challenge you to listen along without singing this particular song. It's absolutely incredible. We then have I'll Make a Man Out of You, Try Everything, and I Want to Be Like You. Ooby-Doo. It's really hard to say I Want to Be Like You without Ooby-Dooing at the end of it. That one, again, is not quite as up-tempo as the film version or a lot of versions that I've heard, which is what I expected. I do believe, again, that this is the first time I've heard this particular song as a piano instrumental, and I thought it was exquisite. It's really beautiful, and it, certainly with me having not heard it as a piano, allows me to look at the song in a different way, and that's something that I really appreciate, because it's a song that, like many people, I've heard many, many times. The same with number 8, I Just Can't Wait to Be King. This one I prefer is the film version. It's a lot more upbeat, and the visuals for the film are absolutely stunning for this song. But it's really interesting in piano, and for me, I play. I would never say I play piano, but I played keyboard for a number of years, and I kind of dip in and out of it. And for me, just by listening, this one would be the most difficult for me to play. Not that I'd be able to play any of them eloquently at all, but if I were to rank these by which one would scare me the most, absolutely I Just Can't Wait to Be King seems like it would be the most tricky, and with how much it jumps around and how quick it is, but I love it. And then the last one is another one from a film that we've had before on this album, and this one for me lends itself the most well to a beautiful, delicate piano instrumental, and that's Let's Go Fly a Kite, Mary Poppins. I'd actually like to hear this played from a jazz band. That'd be pretty awesome, but for me, Let's Go Fly a Kite definitely sounds incredible on the piano. It is so beautiful and emotional and emotive and moving, and for me it's a beautiful way to end off this. Did this make me feel happy? Of course it did. Of course it did. It's absolutely stunning. I am so glad that it exists, and to be honest, while I love guitar instrumentals, I feel like I prefer the piano instrumentals. Maybe it's because I can play keyboard, so I kind of have that, I can visualize at least a little bit of it. But either way, it's absolutely stunning. I would love to be able to credit the person for making these. If you know who it is, if it's you by any miracle, please tell me. Please say hello. These are just some of the best Disney instrumentals that I've ever listened to. Disney Piano Happy is exquisite. Thoroughly recommend it.